Hello, my name is Neha Goyal, and today I'll be talking about harvesting energy from fitness centers. People all over the world use fitness centers every day. On average, I would assume people typically spend 30 minutes on aerobic exercise machines, spinning the wheels of a bike multiple revolutions or moving the pedals of an elliptical back and forth. All of this movement generates energy, so why hasn't there been a huge drive for people to harvest this electricity? I will look into two startup companies, two fitness centers, the pros and cons, and implementation at Rice. Hudson Hart was one of the first people to start a startup company about this type of technology. He was a graduate of University of Florida at age 21 and decided to spend all of his money to buy elliptical machines and electrical parts to research them in his mother's house. After tearing his equipment apart, he saw that the models already had DC generators inside them, powering the monitor console, and also serving to increase the amount of resistance the user feels. This is because the current generated creates a magnetic force that opposes motion and creates the current. Normally, the generator uses a bank of resistors to dissipate energy it produces. Har, however, got rid of these resistors and had an external load instead to put the power to work. Har now owns a company called ReRev in Clearwater, Florida. Some universities have bought his materials, including TSU, University of Florida, and Drexel University. He's also been listed as one of the 40 under 40 from Business Insider. Green Revolution is another company with similar technology. This was founded by Jay Whelan and Mark Sternberg in 2008. However, they went down a different road. They decided to focus on exercise bikes. These are ordinary bikes, but they propped them up on their back wheels on the triangular frame part. They then attached a car alternator to the wheels and hacked it to boost the amount of power it could generate, and also raise the resistance. Their goal was to design and build an entirely new exercise bike with generators attached. However, the owners of many exercise clubs didn't want to buy all new equipment, so the two entrepreneurs decided to build power-producing modifications instead. The module attaches directly to the bikes and feeds the electricity to two 12-volt batteries wired in series. When the user starts pedaling, the batteries charge, and when they're full, the inverter kicks in, sending power to the grid. Although Green Revolution could not build their own custom equipment, they still were able to harvest energy from these machines. Cadbury House in Congressbury near Bristol is one of the first gyms in the world to use this technology. They have bikes, cross trainers, and Vario machines, which each generate 100 watts per hour back into the building. Their treadmills also use 30% less energy and generate enough energy power to power their own information screens. Their 42 pieces of equipment are called Artis, and they're supplied by Technogym, that costed about 600,000 euros and is considered the most energy efficient in the world. So how does this work exactly? Well, the person starts exercising, and when the machine has generated enough power to operate, it turns on. After a surplus amount of energy has been generated, it is stored inside the holding cell, called a dynamo, which is later put back into the building's own electricity supply. The New York Health Club is another place where this occurs. This is on 8th Avenue and West 23rd Street in New York City. Stationary bikes are attached to a black box with wires running out of the bike. The black box is a compact generator that converts the motion of the wheels into electricity. This is then fed into the power grid to help offset some of the club's energy usage. For the pros and cons of this technology. Well, the cons are that economically, the energy savings are actually pretty small to what the payout is, so a gym might have to wait decades before they break even. Environmentally also, there's not much energy actually saved, so overall there's not much of an impact. The pros is there's still wasted energy, so might as well harvest it even if it'll take years for it to pay out. Also, these machines will have to be ultimately replaced anyways, so might as well replace them now and start harvesting energy. This also helps open branches for other forms of energy harvestment from human and machine motion that could come. So is this feasible at Rice? Well, this could be implemented at the Rice Gibbs Wellness and Recreation Center, and I believe that this would make a great business plan for students in 307 class next year. Thank you.